blue record, Horses in the Mines, which is on the Touch and Go label. We have this on vinyl there again. This is a number called Turpentine Willie.
It actually requires a little bit of explanation. When Danny first brought me this song and he said it was about this guy Turpentine Willie and he described him to me, I just thought it was kind of a literary reference, you know, like an allegory, like a made-up thing. A Kafkaesque reference to the everyman, if you will. But as it turned out, sadly, it was an actual living, breathing human being. And worse yet, it was his next-door neighbor.
You know, you can have a really nice place to live, but if you got you a bastard next door, it just kind of ruins it for you.
You know, and the thing is that there were 3 generations of these people living next door. There was the old, it was the course of Western Empire. It illustrated very nicely. We had the old man who had been a peanut farmer who had raised himself up out of nothing and made his money and made a nice house for himself, and he lived and he bought it in that neighborhood. Now he had a little bit of a denser son who didn't quite have the gifts that the old man did, and he ended up being a biker with a speed dealing rep, and he lives in the garage. And then his son was probably, you just saw the course of Empire go right on down the road there.
They were all 3 named John, by the way.
Yeah, there was John, John, and John, which made being called for supper really easy. And I remember he used to tell me that there used to be these pitched battles next door. You'd hear all these fighting going on in the shed out behind the house where the John III lived. And then Danny, well, I used to get real worried about it. And Dan goes, well, don't worry, if they had a gun that would actually shoot, it would be pawned long ago.
So Turpentine Willie had that look about him like, hi, I'm going to the pen, would you like to come with me? Scary guy.
Now, like I said, I thought this guy was a joke until I brought Danny home from a gig in Houston, and I turned on the street, and the lights of my truck caught a glint of something off the
green glass. It was a Mickey's Big Mouth.
Being held aloft by a passed
out
out
in the street.
Turpentine Willie out in the street. And Danny goes, be
But he had
careful.
his beer straight up
Straight up like that,
like
like
spill it.
You know, and Danny goes, now Mark, go around and be very careful, don't knock over his beer. He's liable to get up and kick your headlights out. And he spoke this with the profundity of a man who spoke from experience.
You don't want to drive over him and knock the beer out of his hand because he'll get up and kick the headlights out of the car.
Now you've solved the Turpentine Willie problem.
I solved the Turpentine Willie problem. I moved 2,800 miles away. Every now and then, you know, when I'm back in Austin working, I can't resist going back by there and looking at that shed in the back, and they're still there. I was there about 2 weeks ago. I moved away 3 years ago. The funnest part was when the police would come to arrest Turpentine Willie, and they would be in the spring, and the windows would be open, and I could sort of vicariously hear this going on over there. The cops would be arresting him, and he would be trying to tell the sheriff that he wasn't him. No, he's not here, he'll be back later. The same guy arrested him last week, you know. He actually had a car for a couple of weeks. It's kind of strange. He actually had a car, and what he did, his trick was ricocheting off all the cars coming down the street. So if you looked at his car, you could see the paint flecks from all the cars on this block. Fortunately, I had off-street parking. But if you looked at his car, he had like a collection of the paint flakes of all the cars on the street.
But then there was the car, I remember when the gas tank fell out of the car. Okay, and he had a gas tank, half a gas tank laying out there on the ground.
So he knocks on my door, and first off, he's a chain smoker. Okay? He knocks on my door with a 5-gallon pickle bucket full of unleaded gas. And
a cigarette in the other hand.
I tell you what you're going to do is you're going to put that lighter in your back pocket. Anyway, so that was the only thing I actually ever got from him besides a hard time was I got a 5-gallon pickle bucket of gasoline that I put in my old Monte Carlo. Anyway, so that's the end of the story of Turpentine Willie. I moved 2 time zones away, 2,800 miles away. And anyway, so this is my ode to Turpentine Willie here. We're out of time, thank you.
1, 2, 3.